What's up, everybody? Rusty Belt. I am on Hull Avenue right now, heading out of Oak Creek into the very south side of Milwaukee, crossing the border into the city proper right now, as College Avenue is considered the south boundary of the city, where we are right now, at least, not everywhere. Probably see that Milwaukee population sign up there. Coming into Mitchell International Airport right now. We're doing some investigative journalism today. Last night I was watching the news, and they were saying that the south side of Milwaukee is like a ghost town right now, over fear of deportation and whatnot. For people that don't know, the south side of Milwaukee, not the entire south side of the city, but a good chunk of the south side of the city proper is a very high Hispanic population. Lots of Hispanic businesses, high population density, most of it, but we're going to be focusing on an area that's going to be Lincoln Avenue to the south, National Avenue to the north, which is about as far north as you can go before you hit the Menominee Valley that separates the south side. There's a plane taking off the north side. Hopefully that was on camera. It was kind of cool. We're right by the airport. Yeah, between Lincoln to the south, National to the north, and then from South 6th Street to the east, and we'll go out to either 27th or 35th to the west, depending on what the traffic's like. It's 3:30 right now, Wednesday afternoon, and according to my vehicle, it's like 48 degrees out right now, which is about as nice as it gets this time of year in Wisconsin. So, beautiful day. Excuse me. It's been sunny out all day. I mean, if there's a day that people are going to be out and about doing whatever, it's right now, because it hasn't been this nice in the last month, and probably won't be this nice again for another month, you know. But yeah, on the news last night, Fox 6 News, a couple of people were quoted as saying that the south side's like a ghost town because a lot of Hispanic people are panicking about what might happen with all this deportation and ICE and whatnot. So I haven't been up here in a little while. It's been a couple months. I haven't been on the south side of the city since Trump was inaugurated, at least. I mean, I know that much. It's probably been late last year, before New Year's was the last time I was up this way, so let's see what's going on. This is Mitchell International Airport right here, coming up on Layden. This is not Layden, but Layden will be the next real busy intersection up ahead. And then we're going to be heading into Bayview, which is not a Hispanic area at all. I mean, Bayview is mostly white folks. It's a lot of hipster culture, good amount of gay, bisexual, lesbian in Bayview. Bayview is trendy, expensive, not Hispanic, but we're just kind of on the way in right now. So that's what we'll be coming up on when we get past Layden here. As you can probably tell, we're still going through. You got the airport, Mitchell International, like screen right now, and screen left is a bunch of restaurants, hotels, stuff like that for the airport. Got Clarion Point, got Jalapeno Loco, Mexican restaurant and bar. Some Denny's up there. There's a Rocky Rococo's up there. I think that's still in business, not sure. See that car in front of me that has that temporary plate? Not calling out this individual, but there's so many cars in Wisconsin right now. Most of my time is spent in Milwaukee, pretty scenic Kenosha, but there's like so many cars right now that don't have plates on them. I don't know what's going on with that, if there's the state's like way behind on making license plates or something, or I don't understand it, but they're like everywhere lately, especially the more sketchy of an area, if you will. Yeah, Rockies is still going. Rocky Rococo's, if you know, you know. Wisconsin stuff at its finest, folks. Yeah, this is Layden up here. Once you pass the Layden, you're pretty much heading into the south end of what would be considered Bayview. This guy's driving not too well. And we're gonna get stuck at this light. This is a long one. Anyhow, this is probably going to be the first video that gets posted that I'm actually talking on, so hopefully I sound good. Hopefully the sound is decent, because I've never recorded quite like this before, so we'll find out. Kind of more traffic than I anticipated, for considering it's 3:34 right now on a Wednesday, but it's okay. We're right by the airport. You get a little bit more there, so for obvious reasons. So Shell station, that does a ton of business to the right. KFC to the left. If you go down Layden westbound, which would be to the left of here, there's a whole lot of restaurants, a Golden Corral, a bunch of restaurants, a couple bars, some retail stuff. Layden to the right, you're just going through what would be the north end of the airport grounds. If you turned right here a couple blocks down, there's a spot where you can sit and watch the airplanes come and go if you want to, and they're coming right over your head, it seems like. Good times, good clean fun, you know. Okay, so we're past Layden. This is a very quiet part of the south side right now, right here. If there was anywhere on the south side of Milwaukee I would want to live myself, it would probably be like in this area. Or Bayview is cool too, but a lot more congested than it is right here, at least. This area, once again, is not what I'm referring to. We're just on the way up there. This is just a very middle class blend of all your races. Probably more white folks than anything, but there's a taco truck, that's a good sign. Coming up on Howard is there. It's the light that's up ahead here. I don't know what you can and can't see on the cam. My dash camera's really small, but you can see some of the skyscrapers, if you want to call it that. They're downtown, off to the distance, straight ahead from here. Milwaukee doesn't have like a crazy skyline or anything, but you got what used to be the U.S. Bank building. I think it has a different name now. It's like 50 floors or something, and Northwestern Mutual is the newer building. That one's like a little over 50. That's kind of like the big deal now as far as the skyline goes. This is where Hull Avenue branches to the right, and we're actually on Holt now. We're kind of at the south tail of Bayview now, which again is a very Milwaukee driving, that's best. You'll probably see some reckless driving in this one. Or yeah, we're on Chase rather. That's Holt right there, so kind of not the heart of Bayview, but we're right in Bayview now. The downtown, if you want to call it that, stretch is actually Kinnickinnick or KK, which is if we had branched off onto Howell a few blocks back, that feeds right into KK, so we're getting there. This is very, as middle class as it looks, property is not cheap right here. And like I said, it's a very, very hip, a lot of the hipster culture going on, a little bit of the LBG stuff, lots of bars and restaurants and stuff, just not right here exactly, but kind of flying without a net right now. This is my first time doing this, and I just ate. Got a bar to the right with an old school flat sign. How Milwaukee is that? Sam's Tap. We're at Oklahoma. South of Oklahoma, or north of Oklahoma rather. We're heading northbound right now, if you didn't know. That's going to be where you see your big time Hispanic community coming together. Not exactly right here, we're on the very east edge of that, but this will be feeding into 6th Street shortly, up by Lincoln, and that's where you're right in the middle of the Hispanic community, so we're a couple minutes away. 3:40 p.m. right now. Temperature is 48 still. Feel like I'm on the radio. 3:40 p.m. Temperature 48 degrees. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Wednesday, January 29th, 2025. I should be on the radio. Try to get better at that than what I actually do. Okay, so we got some strip mall stuff to the right. There's a Target up ahead that I've been to many a times. Very trendy Target. Going underneath some prehistoric railroad tracks here. With a train. Hope it don't collapse. We'll find out. Is this it? Is this it? Nailed it. Another strip mall to the left. Never been to that one, I don't think. Clemens. Sausage, sausage and pork products, bacon and stuff. Hot dogs, sausage, bratwurst. So we're right by one of the branches of the river right now. To the right. I think. Not sure. But yeah, we're right about to pull into the heart of the South Side in a second here. This records in 15-minute loops, and we're at 13:30, so segment number 1 is going to be me just approaching the South Side and talking, basically. Stay tuned for number 2, which will be a little more into what we're actually doing here, or why we're actually up here. I think what I'm going to do is take 6th Street. You can see that big church there. That's at 6th and Lincoln. Really cool building. Really cool building. To the left. I think what I'm going to do is take 6th Street up to National and then work my way north to south. So, in a minute here, like right here, we are officially, that's Crack Alley, what they call Crack Alley ahead of me, fifth place. That's not a good area. We're gonna not go in there right now. I do have videos of it if you want to see what it looks like. Just a one-way, super congested little area that I don't recommend going through if you don't have to.